Hello, hello, hello. I'm Paula Andrea Pyle, and I welcome you to Mode of Cosmic Therapy. I am delighted that you're here, and I'm certainly glad Mitzi's here behind the camera, and Sandy's in the control room, and all the fine folks here at RTN Television Network. I am excited about this week's show. I am so excited. Why am I excited? Because I don't know what's going to happen. I never know what's going to happen. That's what makes me so thrilled to come and do these shows, because they just are so informative to me, and learning is fun. Investigating what our life is all about is sheer pleasure of the best kind. I think I did another show on the word best and how this moment is the best one that you can possibly have. And you are having it with me. Thanks for showing up. So what am I going to do? If you've never joined me before, I always have to give this kind of like intro, promo kind of deal. I use everything from psychology to the Bible to physics to astrology and the I Ching and the tarot and philosophy. What else? The Kabbalah. I don't know. I just use any and everything. Art, I'm an artist, yes, professional artist. And I'm a songwriter and singer and musician and entertainer. Oh yes, I'm a teacher. Oh, that's right. I got all those things going on. I know it. I know. I'm a glutton for pleasure of God's kind. I enjoy being alive. I enjoy investigating and demonstrating and exhilarating and partaking of everything that is offered me. You got the same deal. You got the same deal. There's nothing that I can do that you can't do. That's what Jesus said. Anything I can do, you can do better because I'm going away. But you got to do it. You just got to do it. You got to follow that which is inside of you. What's inside of me may be different from what's inside of you, but it's none greater, it's none lesser. It is what causes us to move, breathe, and have our being. So anyway, how are we going to start this show, Mitzi? I just don't know. I can't hardly stand it. Because see, I sit here in anticipation, like a child that's waiting for a present to open it to see what's in it. That's what this show is about. It's about opening up ourselves. It's about exposing that sexual energy that runs through us. It's about becoming liberated and free and communicating what is important to us. It's all about sharing. It's all about interaction. It's all about being consumed with the entire global family and beyond. I did another show regarding that particular subject and how we are nitrogen fused beings and we crave the sun, and we won't be here but a very few days and then we'll be gone. But we won't be gone, not that which is indefatigable. That means it won't get tired, but you think you get tired, and you cannot put it out. It continues to burn and fuse and love and ignite and join and attract. It drives you on to everything you're going to experience with everyone you're going to experience it with. That's it. That's Mode of Cosmic Therapy. It's your mode, it's my mode, it's the whole deal. Okay, how are we going to do it? Let's start with something, Mitzi. Let's just reach down here, and I think I'm going to start with one of these Mode of Cosmic Therapy cards. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start the show right off. Oh, that's what I was saying. For any of those of you who have never joined me before, I do use a lot of numerology. I write on that board all the time. And I said to myself, Self, are you going to stay in that chair? Well, isn't that a crazy question for me to be asking? I want to ask you, is that a crazy question for me to be asking if I don't direct the show anyway? So I have no idea whether I'm going to stay in the chair or whether I'm going to stand up or whether I'm going to lay on the floor or whether I'm going to sit in that table. I just don't know. But we're going to find out, and you'll know it when I know it. But let's go ahead and pull one of these cards and see what we're going to do with this show today. Woo! That looks like a lot of writing on that paper. But is the rest of them called that too? Because if it's not, it really is not. This card says mode of cosmic therapy. That's what it says at the top. This card, out of all of those cards, I pulled the one that is going to say something about mode of cosmic therapy. Cause, let me just pull another one and see. See, this one doesn't say this. This one says reflections, 21st century. What is commitment and what does it mean to you? But this one, this is so crazy. I love this show. I love the show. I love the show. I love the show. I love life. I love people. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just love it because this was going to be a show about mode of cosmic therapy. This was going to be a show before I got here that I didn't know about. I didn't know it could have been about carrots. And that would have been okay too. Anything's okay with me. But this is going to be a show about mode of cosmic therapy. Well, let's get on with it. How about that? Let's do that. You want to? All right. Mode of cosmic therapy. Life is about cycles and patterns. Okay, I'm going to write them down, but then I'm going to sit down. Cycles and patterns. Okay? Life is about cycles and patterns. You are facing a new cycle, which ultimately presents a new pattern. Wow. You are facing a new cycle, which ultimately presents a new pattern. So the cycles turn over and 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 over on that wheel of fortune, on that karmic wheel, on that cause and effect kind of deal. And with each new cycle presents and brings with it new patterns. That's interesting. This adventure can be very exciting if you that's what you got to do. Did you think you were going to get out for free? Nope, you got to pay something. You got to pay for what you get. You got to pay for what you get. You got to pay for what you get. You got to pay attention. Ain't many of us want to do that, do we? The adventure can be very exciting if you pay attention to the signpost along the way. Pay attention to the signpost along the way. Pay attention to the signpost along the way. Now, my signpost was that I was going to do a show about mode of cosmic therapy. That's very interesting. My signpost was that I invited you with the most vibrant affection that I can afford to espouse at this time and welcome you in as part of my life, and I'm part of yours. Now that's a signpost. So mode of cosmic therapy incorporates everything that is happening now, everything that has ever happened, and everything that ever will happen. That's an interesting concept. And you, because you're the mirror of me, because you're watching me, then everything in your life is expanding and meeting a new cycle with a new pattern. Are you ready for it? I'm ready for it. I'm always ready for it. Anything, everything, all the time. Just ask those who know me. Okay, water will be very significant in your quest. Water will be very significant. Water will be very significant. Okay. Water. In fact, I'd like to take some right this minute. So I think I will. Yes, I believe I will. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you realize what I just said? Do you honestly realize what I just said? Because I just heard what I just said. Let me see if I want to put these on or the black ones. Okay, I'm going to do this. I just said what just came out of my mouth to you so that I could hear it back. Because you know, that's the only thing we're ever doing. We're always having a conversation with ourselves. That's all. That's it. It may look like the other people are on the outside of us, but we're having a conversation with ourselves. So when you're talking to somebody, you're having a conversation with yourself and you're hearing yourself think aloud with words. All right, sometimes you try to filter those thoughts, but that does not happen because what you're not saying comes across louder than what you're even saying in words. So you can't hide anything. But what I just said, or what I just read off this little teeny paper, since I'm talking about mode of cosmic therapy, is that water will be very significant in your quest. Water. And I sit down, and of course, here was the water for me to drink because I realized I was thirsty. And it was provided. It was provided. I didn't even hardly get the sentence out of my mouth, and it was provided. Now, that's true about everything. No sooner than you say it, no sooner than you need it, no sooner than it is part of the pattern in that cycle, you will receive it. It will flush over you. You will run smack dab into it, and you don't even have to try. I just think that's so great. I just think that's miraculous to me. And something so simple. Well, you might say, well, Paula, you had the water sitting there. You knew that beforehand. I didn't know I was going to draw this card and be talking about water. Did I? That which is within me knew it. That which is within you knows everything that's going to be before it's done. Because it has to be before it manifests on here, or it couldn't manifest. See all these things right here? Everything. Everything I'm holding, a pen, this paper, these glasses, the clothes I've got on, the chair I'm sitting in, all of them were at one time invisible ideas before they came into being. Just like we were. So that which is in you is greater than that which is in the world. But we tend to put so much energy and emphasis on the things that we see, and we diminish those things that we can't see. But it was Paul that said if it was just in this life that we had hope for, we'd all be most miserable. Okay. The color orange will light your way. Use orange lavishly. How about that? Look on the front of my book, one of my books. The Subject of Desire. Wow. I think I'm using orange lavishly. Do you like orange? Do you like orange? I like orange. Massive amounts of the color orange. Pay attention to how much you use the word no. Pay attention. I wrote that down. Well, the first thing on this card says pay attention to how much you use the word no. How about this? Now, this is talking about cycles and patterns and things that are happening and how things are, they're already here, but I'm going to use the words. I'm going to use the words, but they're already here. They're already manifested, but we can't see them, so you don't believe them and all that stuff. But pay attention to how much you use the word no, because the no is kind of like interfering with your ability to receive or to see. So see, it may come right over your head, or it might go right beneath your feet, or the messenger may be somebody that you wouldn't receive it from. But pay attention to how much you use the word no. In fact, stop saying no. For the next 30 days, Let's make it a magical experience. That scares the living daylights out of you, huh? Because you think you're supposed to say no. You think because if you don't say no to some things, then your whole world is going to be turned upside down, which it needs to be. Respond instead with yes. Change your vocabulary. Eliminate the words can't, don't, won't, and shouldn't. Wow. Eliminate. And this is mode of cosmic therapy. This is what I'm talking about. I'm hearing this. Paula's hearing this. Stop saying no, Paula. Use yes instead. Yes to everything. I think that Jim Carrey did a movie about that one time. Change your vocabulary. Eliminate the words can't, don't, won't, and shouldn't. Try this for 30 days. Wow. Now that's going to take some real effort. Do you see my hand? I'm the first one to agree that's going to take some mighty serious studying and observation of myself. Are you willing to invest that kind of time in yourself? Are you willing to try this? To see if you can open up the portal where all of your talents lie and that you can activate that DNA inside of you so that you're able to receive and recognize what's already here for you. Anyway, I'm trying to show you where your talents lie and how to activate them and to express them and to share them and all that. Let me see. Agree more with everyone. Here is the big secret. It's got a great big secret right there. It's all in caps, underlined. Everything that is happening is opposite. Everything that is happening is opposite. So if you're thinking that you can't have something, you can. And if you think that it didn't arrive, it did. And if you think that you're fat or ugly or stupid or poor, you're not. You're beautiful, skinny, what was the other one? Rich and smart. Okay? It's the opposite.